Okay, in this class we will discuss some of the important problems based on the eccentric loading. Okay, so before discussing problems, let us understood once again what is the eccentric loading. Okay, and what is the different stresses which are subjected to eccentric loading. Okay, then we will solve some of the important problems based on the eccentric loading. Okay, here you can observe uh, the eccentric load. Okay, eccentric loading. Okay, the eccentric load whose line of acting is parallel but does not coincide, okay, but does not coincide with the centroidal axis of the machine component. Okay, centroidal axis of the machine component. For example, this is the machine component. Okay, we have this is a machine component, this is a centroidal axis. Okay, this is a where exactly the load acting on this particular machine component. Okay, this is a line of acting. Okay, line of acting, but which is parallel but does not coincide with this centered axis of this particular machine component. Okay, for that we will call it as an eccentric loading. Okay, for that we will call it as an eccentric loading. Okay, due to eccentric load, the stresses produced in a body, here we have two types of stresses. One is the direct stresses and one more is the bending stresses. Okay, due to eccentric load, the stresses produced in a body, okay, which is direct stress as well as bending stresses. Okay, if we will talk about that combined stresses with respect to eccentric load, okay, here what we have, the combined stresses, okay, the combination of direct as well as that bending stresses. Okay, if the machine component is subjected to combined loading, you can see here there is an axial stresses plus bending stresses. What is the formula which is used to find out that axial load or axial stress? Okay, that is F by A. Okay, where F is the axial load, A is the cross sectional area of the machine component, and here we have the bending stresses. What is the equation which is used to find out that bending stresses? Mb by I into C. Okay, Mb by I into C. Here where Mb is the maximum bending moment, I is nothing but a moment of inertia, and C is nothing but a constant, that is d by 2. Okay, that is d by 2. Okay, this is about some of the brief introduction regarding an eccentric loading. Okay, brief introduction regarding eccentric loading. Okay, now we will discuss one very important problem, okay, which is based on the eccentric loading. Okay, we will discuss one very important problem which is based on the eccentric loading. Okay, this is a given problem. Okay, first let us understood the given problem. Here what we need to do, we need to determine the required thickness. Okay, we need to determine the required thickness of a steel brocket at section AA. Okay, at section AA when loaded as shown in figure. Okay, when loaded as shown in figure. This is a steel brocket, okay, which is given in this problem. Okay, here what we need to do, we need to determine the thickness. We need to determine the thickness of a steel brocket at section AA when, okay, when loaded as shown in figure, in order to limit the combined stresses called sigma, okay, of 100 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is a given problem. Here what we need to do, we need to determine the thickness. Of a section AA. We need to determine the thickness of a section AA in this particular problem. Okay, so here this is the h by b. Okay, so this is what we need to determine. Okay, so now let us understood the given problem, and now let us note down the given data. Okay, you can see here what we have. Okay, there is a force which is acting somewhere here. This is the centroidal axis of this steel brocket, but line of acting, okay, the eccentric load, line of acting is parallel, but it is not exactly coincide with the centroidal axis. Okay, for that we will call it as an eccentric load. Okay, here where F is equal to 6000 newtons, which is acting here. Okay, which is acting here. Next what we need to do, next we need to note down the what is the sigma. Okay, before that what is meant by area, okay, which is B into H. Okay, we know the value for B, that is 50. Okay, they have given, okay, 50 into H, or sorry, here what we have, okay, area is equal to, okay, so B into H. Okay, if you substitute that value, 50 into B, H we know, B we don't know. Okay, so if you simplify this, okay, you will get area is equal to 50B. This is the area. Okay, so then what is the value we have? Sigma. Okay, the combined stresses, okay, the in order to limit the combined stresses of 100 Newton per mm square, okay, sigma is equal to 100 Newton per mm square, 100 Newton per mm square. Okay, so here we know that MB, okay, the load which is acting, MB, at what distance? Okay, 6000 newtons at what distance, which is 60. Okay, if you simplify that values, 6000 into at what distance, which is acting at a distance of 60 mm. Okay, so if you simplify this, you will get 36,000, sorry, Newton, 3,60,000 Newton millimeter. Okay, this is what, okay, we will get it from this problem. This is a given data we have. Okay, apart from that, here what is a C? C is equal to H by 2. Okay, we know the value for H, that is 50 divided by 2, that is 25. Okay, that is 25. Now we have combined stresses. Okay, with the help of eccentric loading, combined stress is equal to axial load or axial stress plus bending stress, axial stress plus bending stress. What is the formula? Combined stress is equal to sigma, okay, which is given in the problem, which is 100 Newton per mm square. Okay, that is where, what is the formula to find out the axial stress? That is F by A plus, what is the equation which is used to find out the maximum bending stresses or bending stresses, which is MB by I into C. Okay, now we know what is the equation. Okay, what is meant by I? I is equal to moment of inertia, okay, which is BH cube divided by 12. Okay, BH cube divided by 12. So here what is the value for B? We don't know. Okay, B into what is the H? H is equal to 50 cube. What is 50 cube divided by 12? Okay, if you simplify this, we will get 1041.66 B. 1041.66 B. Okay, this is a value we will get. This is the value we will get. Okay, next what we need to do, we need to substitute all these values into this equation. Okay, we know the combined stresses, that is given in the problem, which is 100, okay, which is 100. Then what we need to do, then we need to substitute the value for F. What is the value for F? Which is 6000 newtons divided by what is the area, which is 50B, which is 50B, plus what is the MB? This is 360000. Okay, MB divided by what is the I? Okay, we already simplified this. I is equal to BH cube divided by 12. Okay, that is 10416.66 B into what is the value for C? C is 25. Okay, C is 25. Okay, if you simplify this, okay, if you simplify all these equations, okay, so here we'll get 100B plus 984. Okay, finally if you simplify that, B is equal to 9.84 mm. 9.84 mm. Okay, so this is what, okay, with respect, this is the, okay, the problem which is respect, okay, based on eccentric loading. Here what we need to do, we need to determine the thickness of a bracket at section AA, okay, with respect to the combined stresses of 100 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is the problem.